Aston Martin is a brand known for two things: charming, elegant grand tours and an unbreakable association with a certain fictional British spy. It is not, however, known for tiny city cars. Yet, in 2011, in a move that left enthusiasts scratching their heads, the company introduced the Signet, a glorified Toyota IQ wrapped in leather and priced 3 times higher than its donor car. Predictably, it flopped, but from this oddball creation came something truly spectacular: the Aston Martin V8 Cygnet, a one-off monstrosity that transformed a dainty urban runabout into an unhinged, fire-breathing V8. But to understand why this lunacy ever existed, we need to go back to the early 2010s. The European Union had begun tightening fleet average emission regulations, and Aston Martin, a company that primarily sold thirsty V8s and V12 machines, found itself in dire need of a loophole. Their solution: take a frugal Toyota IQ, slap an Aston Martin grille on it, drape the interior in plush materials, and sell it as a boutique city car. The logic was simple: each Signet sold would help offset the gas-guzzling Vantages and DB9s in Aston Martin's lineup. In theory, it should have worked. The Signet was hand-assembled in Aston Martin's Gaydon factory and featured a cabin lined with the finest leather and Alcantara. But underneath, it was still a 1.3-litre Toyota with 97 horsepower and a CVT transmission. And when customers saw the nearly $50,000 price tag, they recoiled in horror. Aston Martin expected to sell 4,000 units a year, but in reality, just over 300 made it to buyers before production was quietly axed in 2013. Fast forward to 2018, the world had largely forgotten about the Signet, dismissing it as a failed vanity project. But then, at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, Aston Martin unveiled something that made even seasoned enthusiasts do a double take: a tiny Signet, but with the naturally aspirated 4.7-litre V8 from the Vantage S shoehorned under the hood. This was not some in-house engineering joke. It was a commissioned project by a customer with, let's say, unique tastes. They wanted the most ridiculous city car ever conceived, and Aston Martin's bespoke Q division was more than happy to oblige. What followed was an engineering exercise that made absolutely no sense, but resulted in one of the greatest one-offs ever built. Now, dropping a V8 into a car designed for grocery runs is not as simple as it sounds. The team didn't just wedge the engine in and call it a day. They had to completely re-engineer the Signet from the ground up. The standard car's front-wheel drive layout was ditched in favor of a rear-wheel drive setup, requiring major modifications to the chassis. The Vantage's front and rear subframes were adapted, complete with its fully independent suspension, making the Signet handle more like a proper sports car, albeit one with a wheelbase barely longer than the width of its own doors. Aston Martin also reinforced the structure with a roll cage, added massive 19-inch wheels, wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, and widened the body with aggressive carbon fiber wheel arches to fit the hilariously fat 275 wide rear tires. The brakes, well, they are also from the V8 Vantage S. The result was a city car with a braking system meant for a 4,000-pound GT, making it the best-stopping microcar in history. Anyways, the best part of the car, of course, was the engine. The V8 in question was Aston Martin's own naturally aspirated 4.7-litre unit, an all-aluminium masterpiece, producing 430 horsepower and 361 pound-feet of torque. Just the PES, that's over 4 times the power of the original Signet. The motor was then mated to a 7-speed SportShift 2 automatic gearbox, and with this combo, the V8 Signet could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.2 seconds, which was quicker than the Porsche Cayman of the time. Keep your foot in it, and you would barrel toward a top speed of 170 miles per hour. Yes, 170 miles per hour in a shoebox with big wheels. I'm pretty sure doing 170 in this thing probably felt like you were achieving light speed. But it's not just the engine and exterior that is crazy. the interior was equally bonkers. The stock Signet rear seats were ripped out to make space for a 7.9-gallon fuel cell. The dashboard was redesigned with carbon fiber elements, and the original cushy seats were replaced with fixed Ricardo racing buckets, equipped with full racing harnesses. Now, the V8 Cygnet made its public debut at the 2018 Goodwood Festival of Speed, as I said before, where it proceeded to steal the show. Watching a city car with the voice of a Vantage scream up the hill climb was surreal.
Because when you know, the sound of one.
And it was then later tested by Aston Martin's work driver, Darren Turner, at Burtingthorpe, where he managed to hit 155 miles per hour before running out of runway, suggesting that the Signet had even more speed left in reserve. And despite its absurdity, the car was reportedly well balanced. The wider track and independent suspension meant it handled remarkably well, and with a curb weight of just 3,000 pounds, it had a power-to-weight ratio of 313 horsepower per ton, which is on par with proper supercars. But unlike the original Signet, which went down as Aston Martin's biggest misstep, the V8 Signet became an instant legend. It was proof that with enough engineering brilliance and a disregard for practicality, even the most mundane car could be transformed into something extraordinary. Sadly, Aston Martin never considered building more than one. The lone example was commissioned, built and delivered, and it remains in private hands. Occasionally, it resurfaces online, but given its uniqueness, its value is anyone's guess. But to end this video off, in the grand scheme of Aston Martin's history, the V8 Signet is but a footnote. But what a glorious, unhinged footnote it is. It serves as a reminder that sometimes the most brilliant automotive creations are the ones that make the least sense. The original Signet may have been a failure, but its V8-powered alter ego will forever be remembered as one of the most absurd and spectacular one-offs Aston Martin ever made. And let's be honest, if you had the money, you'd probably want one too. I know I would. But at the end of this video, please let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is a cool idea? Do you think it's stupid? It is. Let's all be honest. It's a dumb idea, putting a V8 in a little microcar. But imagine how much fun it must be. Everything will feel 10 times faster than it really is because it's just small and unsafe. But yeah, like I've said in 100 other videos, I love small cars with big engines, so this is right up my alley. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys did like it, you must probably enjoy most of my other stuff. So just go through my channel, see if there's something else to like. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers,